Hello, hello, it is me, it is I, it is the one, the only, the one, the only, the one, and the only. Hello. Welcome, everyone that is here, apparently. It is the chatting day, where I learn how to unhinge my mind and just list out a bunch of bullshit, and not really think with my brain. Oh, hey, Taito. Welcome to the stream. It is no thinky day. I do not want to think. It is Sunday. Sunday is the day you don't think. Hello, Sir Freddy. So, yesterday I didn't stream. It was mostly just chill day, but I figured why not just have a day where I just talk about shit. Or whatever. I don't know. It's always usually something interesting. One thing I do want to start off with, at least coming out of my mind, was games and shit. Obviously, I've been playing a lot of games recently, like with the RE4 remake and Splatoon. I don't really have that many games I've really been playing that much of off stream. There's only 2 that I've been playing on off stream. But yesterday I was in one of my friend's servers and shit. We were playing Splatoon 3. I'm starting to think the gun I was using last stream is the gun I was secretly good with all along, at least half decent with, because I wasn't bad. And it was kind of fun. The game itself is not the kind of game I ever saw myself playing too much of. But I wasn't eating shit completely, so I don't know, man. Maybe I found something. I don't know. It's an interesting thing. But I had a lot of fun. I was playing with Peen and Sarah and some of the other guys over there. And we were just messing around. It was fun. Off stream though, one game I actually been playing a decent bit of was the RE remake. Who would have thought, I've been playing RE4 on the stream, I wanted to get more zombie killing off screen. I just wanted to do one of the second run modes, because I've never really had my quote-unquote second one run, and I'm not going to do it on stream. I know what happens already, so it's kind of boring. So, I wanted my own second, run playthrough. So, off stream, I've just been playing it on and off. It's a lot of fun. Again, really good, well-made remake. And then alongside RE4, it's a lot of fun. The entire series itself makes me kind of curious though, because I don't know where they're gonna go for the next remake if they do another remake, because it's almost guaranteed, But with they have 3 options in my mind. They could obviously just go straight off let's do an RE5 remake, which they're gonna have to do a lot of changes because not a lot of people really like that game. They can obviously do it well if they give as much love and care as they did with RE2 and RE4, but you can't just do a one-to-one copy of the story. You're going to have to change some things because there was a lot of people don't like. Besides that though, they could straight up do another RE1 remake. This is something one of my IRL friends was telling me. He's like, yeah, I think they're gonna do another RE1 remake because, well, it's not like the other remakes, it's still traditional. So yeah. It's still fake camera. It's very different from the other ones. If they want to bring back everything back into contention of the modern story or whatever, they could easily do that again. It's not that hard. But whether or not they do that, who knows? The other game that I think a lot of people really want is Code Veronica. I've never seen much of Code Veronica. I know vaguely what happens, but I don't know. It would be more or less fresh to me. RE4 is fresh to me. I don't know the specifics of RE4. But we all know, they're gonna escape and win. Everyone knows that shit. But I don't know the specifics. So, fuck it. What are you talking about? I'm talking about Resident Evil. Because, hey, I've been playing RE2 off-stream and RE4 on-stream. And it's hey, what do you think the series is gonna go next, basically? Take a sip of water. The games itself is pretty interesting, though. It's a lot of fun. And it's funnily enough, before the only RE game I ever played was the RE6 demo. I would see you streamed RE2 on Discord every other day. It's a lot of fun. I'm I'm not playing it I'm not playing religiously though. It's easily beaten in like a few days, so it's just something I've been playing offhand. Another game I've been playing a lot off stream and shit was one of those Dynasty Warrior games, one of those like hack and slash kind of games. A friend of mine, Vera, actually bought that game for me, so I've been playing it a lot lately. It's been a lot of fun. Again, it's mostly just hack and slash kind of thing, but if you want to turn off your brain and have some fun, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, Grimbear, you missed it. I was talking about how yesterday I was playing Splatoon with like Pete and Sarah and other people, and I'm thinking I'm kind of do something again with the gun I have. I've been after it was actually kind of good. I'm like, not amazing though. It's a little bit better. Yeah, you have it turned off all the time though. What the fucking hydrating? Question mark? I'm now confused. Your brain. Shut the fuck. I'm going to throw you off a fucking bridge. You motherfucker. I'm still excited to go on vacation next week though. I'm mostly excited for the food. One of the things I was talking about the other day, like, to some people, was food shit. Because there's a lot of places around here that I cannot get, like, well, okay, I shouldn't say, there's a lack of places around here that I have to, like, basically go out of state to get. Like, you want an example? There's no places that have German food, right? I've had German food, like, on vacation, and that was the only time I can ever get German food, and that's actually really good, but I never had any other opportunity to had it before, so, hey, you know, I'm hoping to get something that I don't usually get. One of the biggest places that I'm excited to go to again is this Irish place that's really popular. There's no Irish food place here. I fucking love Irish food. So I'm really excited to go to an Irish food place. Because I don't get that opportunity. I love America for that reason, honestly. Like, the fact that there's so many different kinds of foods you can have. From different cultures, shit like that. It's a lot of good shit. A lot of good shit. A lot of food's good. Give me your food. This is the threat. Give me your fucking food. But I'm really excited for that though. What's the best food from other countries you've tried so far? Like, out of all the countries? That's just asking what my favorite food is, essentially. But from another country? I don't know. I really like sushi, I guess. If you wanna, it's so basic, but I like it. Pho's pretty good. Pho's pretty good. I like pho. That's fucking Vietnamese. Love that too. Korean barbecue is fucking stellar. Yakiniku. I never had yakiniku. I think. Specifically pork belly. Ooh, pork belly is really fucking good though. I had Korean barbecue somewhat recently, and we had pork belly, and oh, it's so fucking good. I ate so much food that day. I was with my one of my older sisters. She paid for it, and I didn't have anything to eat that day, and I didn't get fucking soft drink. And I found the strat, right? I didn't eat anything of the day. I like mostly woke up around that time. I didn't eat anything. I got a water because I felt bad for my sister paying for like out the ass for this shit, and I ate so much meat that day. I got my money's worth. I ate like 4 to 5 rounds of meat, and to give you an idea of what it works, right? First round, you get 3 meats, right? Then every other round subsequently, you get 2 meats at most. They limit you. And I was just fucking chugging that stuff, and we had like side stuff to go with it too. It was a lot of meat. I ate a lot of meat. There was a time limit too. I think we like barely got in the threshold, but I ate a lot of meat that day, and I'm not apologizing. I picked the fuck out. It was delicious. But what else is good? Yakiniku, Korean barbecue, yakiniku. I'm picking up names. I can't pronounce things. Yakiniku and Korean barbecue is super similar. I never had it though. I don't think there's any place like that. Chubby waffle? No, I'm not chubby. I burned it all off with my omega metabolism, so I'm skinny still. Don't worry about it. Now, if I ate it every day, okay, yeah, I'll get fat, but I don't eat it every day. It's expensive as fuck. So, I'm huge. So don't worry about me. What else do I really like? Gayu Gaku is a pretty big global exchange. I've never heard of it. I'm too poor to be chubby. Got it. No. Well, it's also the fact that, like, if you get the same thing every day, it's just gonna get lame. Like, you lose it loses the flavor. I'm still trying to think of other kind of foods that I really like. Other like types of food. I'm trying to think of other types of food. I typically don't really get a lot of Mexican food because that's not usually my most favorite kind of food. But if I go to a Mexican restaurant, I usually get like enchiladas or fucking chimichangas or whatever. Because I do like those. Those are good. A burrito too ain't bad. What's your favorite type of sushi, by the way? I don't know. I'll just do whatever. I like tuna within it and snow crab. So I guess anything with that is pretty good. My family likes to get a crawfish roll, and typically the strat is like crawfish roll that doesn't have like a lot of flavoring, whatever. And we get like spicy mayo, dump that shit, and then usually pretty good. I'm a slut for soy sauce personally, so a lot of my stuff gets soy sauce in it because I really like soy sauce. I love the taste of it. I don't know. That's just me though. I'm just fucking mentally ill. That is my addiction. I do that. I put it in soups all the time too. I really like adding it to soups because again, I'm ill. I mentioned this before. I really love soups too. Like hot soups, just like it hits you. It's a nice. It warms you up. It warms you up. You're sick. Eat some soup. Fills you up. Perfectly heals you. It's gonna fucking heal you. It's like a fucking Jesus in food form because it will heal you. But there's a scientific study that showed that eating fucking chicken noodle soup like actually boosts your immune system. I can't say words. It boosts your immune system. It is literally healing you. Chicken noodle soup just heals you. All right. It is the Jesus food. You cannot tell me otherwise. Other than that, though, I don't know. But yeah, cold soup's sad. Hot soup's where it's at. I'll die on that hill. This isn't really like a culture kind of food. Seafood is fucking amazing. I love seafood. I will die on that hill that that seafood is fucking goated. If I was allergic to like shellfish or seafood, I would cry because I would never know the glory that is seafood. I love fish. I love shrimp. I love crawfish. I love fucking mussels. Excuse me. I'm trying to think of any other kind of seafood that exists that I had. Clams. Clams are good. Oysters. Phenomenal. I'll eat anything that's from the sea. They usually make it pretty good. I'll shove it in my mouth. I'll try it. I've heard sea urchins are good. I'll fucking try it. Scallops. Pretty tasty. Yum yum. In my tum-tum. Love that shit. I don't know why, but I just reminded myself of the fucking shrimp fry this rice meme. It's like, you're telling me a shrimp fry this rice? That shit is a little funny, but I fucking also really like shrimp fried rice. Shrimp fried rice is fucking good, like, without a doubt. There's one place my family likes going to that's like really fucking good. They make amazing fucking fried rice, which is phenomenal. I'm trying to think what else I like. I don't know. There's so much food. I feel like, I had wings, like chicken wings. It's like the first time forever, not too long ago, like last week with my family. They just wanted to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. And I'll be honest, it was depressing. It was kind of mid. I'm like, damn. Where are the good ones? I remember them tasting so much better since like the last time I had them. I don't know. Maybe the places I've been going to are just like shit. It's like I haven't had good wings in like so long. I'm like a little pig when it comes to food sometimes, because I will eat that shit without fucking nothing. What do you plan to do on vacation aside from being like a pig anyway? I don't know. I didn't plan the trip. My parents usually plan a bunch of shit for us, but since it's Florida, it's probably gonna be going. I don't even know if it's gonna be going to the beach. It's probably gonna be something beach related for the most part, but I don't know. I'm not one to souvenir shop, but they want to go to souvenir shops probably one day, and I'm probably gonna be bored out of my fucking mind because they hate souvenir shopping. Because they go to those kind of places that are designed to be souvenir shops. It's the most low quality bullshit there. Nothing's worth your fucking time. It is all bullshit. I'm not one for souvenirs usually. I don't really like souvenirs, but they have like shirts you're never gonna wear. Things that have like labeled the places, everything. I don't like any of those. They're usually bullshit. Don't like them. But yeah, probably. Dang, so you're not gonna bring anything. Fuck you. I don't like you. I'm not gonna bring you anything. And even then, like, I don't typically get myself anything. Cause my parents like giving. It's like they pay for some souvenirs for us. It's like, oh, each sibling, each child gets like one thing paid for. My sister would usually get a bunch of shit while they're on vacation, but they always struggle with me because I never really want anything. Like, the last time we were on vacation, we went to Galveston, right? Do you want to know my one thing, my sole thing I got? It was soap. I got soap. That was my souvenir. It was a good soap, but it was soap. That was my souvenir. Nothing else appealed to me because I didn't really give a shit about anything else. I'm hard to get gifts for. Or at least souvenirs, at least. I'm trying to think of what else we do. I don't really remember. Bro, you sound like the most boring kid ever, LABL. No. Like, I like practical things, right? I don't like just having just something that I can't really use. So, like, I don't know. Like, a shirt isn't the worst gift. Like, I don't mind clothes. Like, clothes are great. I'll use clothes. But I don't like any of the clothes they usually have. I just like things that I can actually use for gifts, rather than something that you just don't use and like put on the wall. Like, I won't use clothes. Yeah, we were. Shut up. I didn't mean it like that. Shut up. I'm just one of those guys that, I don't know, if you buy me, like, fucking some useless trinket, whatever, I'm not going to appreciate it as much as if you just get me, like, a poster or something. Because, like, the poster is gonna at least hang up or some shit. As long as it's something I actually give a shit about. Because I've received things from people that I'm like, you got this for yourself and not me. And those are the worst kind of gifts. Like, I got a poster for Frozen, the movie, right? I've watched that movie, like, a few, like 3 times. I don't care enough to have a poster of it. I don't know why they thought, hey, you need a poster of Frozen. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm not gonna complain, because again, it's a gift. It's like a Christmas gift and all. Like, damn. Watched it 3 times. I don't care enough about it. I didn't, like, sit down and watch it, right? It's usually just on and I'm bored, right? I watched it once because I wanted to watch it. But just be open. God knows it's not my favorite movie. My favorite Disney movie is Mulan, because that movie's goated as shit, right? If you give me a poster of Mulan, I'll appreciate that. Frozen's alright. I only watched it that many, like, a few times because my fucking younger siblings or whatever like the movie. And it's not egregious. I'm not gonna walk away if it's on. What else? I'm trying to think about what else we did. I honestly don't know. We usually do, like, touristy stuff that we do, but I don't remember what last time we did. We mostly just went to the beach last time we went to this place. It's not summer, so it's just gonna be sad if we go to the beach. It's gonna be cold. I don't want to be cold. There is a boardwalk area, though, so I'm guessing one day we're probably just gonna do shit on there. That kind of stuff. Not really the most interesting thing. Sightseeing, that kind of stuff is probably gonna be it. We've been to this place so many times, though. It's like we've seen everything that's already to be seen. The beach can be nice outside of summer, though. I'm gonna be honest, Grimber. I don't like sitting in the sand and just chilling next to the water. That is not my thing. I'm not a relaxer when it comes to vacations. I like doing things. Like, if I'm relaxing, I'm probably gonna be relaxing at the place itself. I want to go out and do things. Like, when me neither, but honestly it would take over being super hot. Well, you're just weak, alright? Shut up. Also, if you're at the beach, you're not gonna be hot. Just get in the water. It is literally not hot if you're in the water. That's why I like going to the beach with someone. You just play in the water. You're not hot because the water, like, keeps you cool. It's perfect. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's like, mwah. You only get sweaty and shit if you stay on the sand and don't go in the water at all. Or not wear sunscreen. Yo, Waffles Chew? No, that's not for you. It's me doing chef's kiss because it's a chef's kiss. Alright? You gotta give credit where credit's due. What else is there? I'm still trying to think about what else we're gonna do there. That's 100 chill. It's like, no. I mean, it's the chef's kiss. It's not for you, alright? Go fuck yourself. I'm throwing up a middle finger to your face. I wish I had hand tracking or anything so I could give you a fat middle finger, but you're gonna have to deal with your imagination. You slip in your arm, alright? Deal with it. What else? There's probably gonna be some kind of... I don't think there's any museum there, but if there is, there might be something. I know one time, I doubt this is gonna happen. I hope we do. I hope we go to an arcade. Because I love going to arcades, but I never really get a chance to go to arcades. I love going to arcades though, I want to go to them. But going to one by myself is depressing. And most of my friends are busy usually. And I also don't have money, so don't get that opportunity too often. The one thing I'm not looking forward to on this trip though is the road trip itself, because from what it sounds like, there's like 7 people going on this trip, right? My entire family. Immediate family, that is. Me, my 3 sisters, my mom and dad, and my brother-in-law, who's married to one of my sisters, super fucking thought. But the first day, I think, is literally just gonna be my parents and me going up, because my brother-in-law has work. So the married sister is not gonna go up, because she wants to be with her husband. Who would have thought? My other sister also has work, I think, for as far as I know. She might. I don't think it's guaranteed yet, but she probably will. And then the only way she can go up is with my other older sister, so she has to stay. And my hands are basically being tied with like, hey, you're gonna be with your parents alone. And it's not the worst thing in the world, but you know, the family being like that, it's a little awkward. Because it's just like, I'm not used to like going on a trip with just my parents and all. It's a weird for me. I'm saying like the soul children watching or whatever, that like single children households or whatever. They're like judging me like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's the easiest thing in the world. But I've never dealt with that, so it's weird. It's like dealing with my being at my parents' house, being the only kid. So I'm not used to that still. I never really had that happen. Up until like me entering college, there was always one other person living in that house other than my parents. So I was not used to that at all. It was an interesting experience. Eventually they're all going to be up there. Mother-in-law kind of got fucked, so he's only going to be there for like 3 days. And then he's going to have to dip. But other than that, it's still gonna be a lot of fun. We're still gonna do a lot of shit, eat a lot of food. I'm still gonna get the fuck out. I am gonna be posting pictures when I can get a chance. So either on my Discord or on Twitter or whatever, I'm gonna be posting pics of shit. Mostly food, so I can plug in your face the good food I'm eating, because I hate you all. But I like taking photos. I don't take them that often, but I do like taking photos, mostly of scenery and shit. Or things I think are pretty. Who knows? That's gonna be my trip though. I'm trying to think about what else I'm doing for the future. we're gonna be finishing. I actually finished my schedule on time point, so you're gonna see it at the end of stream today. But I'm gonna be finishing RE4 next week, so I'm trying to think like what other kind of game I should try to start a series of, because I don't know. I have an entire fucking week to think about that because I'm gonna be on vacation, so you're not gonna see any games and shit. But I don't know. It's interesting. There is also gonna be more Splatoon because I haven't been fun with it recently, so I'm just saying. So suck though. I wouldn't expect it to be good, but it's been a lot of fun lately. I don't know. There's a lot of games and shit that I love playing, but I'm just kind of broke, so I'm basically stuck with games I already own and haven't beaten, or just games that I go in debt for. Unleash the broke wallet for, you know? I'm not the most creative person. I wish I was, though, because I honestly very much respect the kind of people that can just come up with an idea for something and just do it. Because I'm not the most talented person. I can't do like marketing and shit. I see people do them all the time. I wish I could do that. I'm not good in the slightest. I could never. But I wish I could. I'm trying to think about what else happened recently, what things I've talked about. So, one of the more interesting things I talked about with Ben the other day was... I don't know why we talked about this extensively, but we talked about testicular torsion. Because it's a fucking meme, right? That's a complete meme. So I looked at the Wikipedia page for testicular torsion and just like started looking at shit about it. I don't know why, alright? It is the most cursed thing known to mankind. I hate the fact that it's a real thing, because it sounds awful, and apparently it can happen like each year. It's like up to like 1 to 4,000 men experience it. And just thinking about that makes my balls hurt, because I don't want that to happen to me. But I just remember going on a complete like session of just talking about the testicular torsion. That was a something moment right there. I don't know how that came to be, but that just happened. It was funny. I'm still trying to think about what else is a possible thing. What else happens? I did a dumb Friday. I don't know why I'm like this, but it was homework, right? For one class, I was like due on a Friday, at 12 p.m., right? And I completely whiffed and forgot about it because I'm a fucking dumbass. I kept telling myself, "Oh, I'm gonna do it. I just have to remember." And then I just forgot because I'm dumb, no brain whatsoever. It's been a bad habit. Because in high school, right, I never had to do homework at home. I always rushed it at school, so I hate doing homework at home. So now I'm basically forced to. I'm bad at keeping up with it. So basically, in some classes, I forget to do shit, and it just makes me cry inside. Especially considering like some of this stuff like had a schedule disruption, and I'm a very much a scheduled person. I need to be in the swing of things, right? Once I'm on the upswing of doing something, I can typically do it consistently. Like, I'm all about habit. Habits are how you remember to do things. If I get into the habit of doing a thing, I'm like doing that thing religiously. That's why it's like really important for me to get into the habit of doing something. It's really hard to start it off, right? And it's really easy to break. So the few habits I have that are good, I try to keep them. It's hard to maintain them sometimes. Fucking... It's been going on a lot lately. My mind is going blank. I'll be honest, this is why this is the no-brain zone. I'm just thinking about whatever comes to mind. Like, I cannot think about things in the past for the life of me. I have like interesting stories from the past and all. I have to unlock it. Like, I have a lot of shit that happened in high school. I just have to be reminded of shit, and then it's just like, oh, I remember this one time. It's not like people like were around me that would experience it all. It just has to be someone saying shit, and then all of a sudden I just like have an epiphany moment. I'm like, oh shit, I remember when X thing Y-Z happened. Like high school, for example. High school, so many stories happened out of high school. I loved high school because I had so much shit I heard or had happened there. It was amazing. Like, there's a lot of traditional shit that happened there. Like, our high school had this one tradition, right? Seniors every year would try to basically do a Nerf war, right? It was I forget what game they called it. It's essentially like a assassination kind of game where everyone that comes in, like, wants to be part of it, puts in like $20 or so, and each person like puts their name in a like pool, whatever, and every person started around gets assigned a target, and you have a set time to eliminate said target. So each person has to find that target, shoot him with a Nerf dart, and then if you get shot with a Nerf dart, you're eliminated, and you can't win the money. It's like $400 pool. And if you run out of time, you miss the deadline, you also get eliminated. So it's an entire struggle of trying to eliminate your target without getting yourself eliminated by the person that has you assigned, like a target on your back. And it's an entire chaotic thing. The only rule though is that you can't do it on campus because the campus will try to shut that fucking thing down. But off the school grounds, fucking people went wild. Like, school was the most grace period thing known to mankind. It was the calmest thing known ever. But as soon as school ended, everyone rushed the fuck out to their cars, ran home, hid, or just hid anywhere they could. It's a bloodbath. But when it was down to the final two people, this is the year I was my fucking senior year. When it was down to the last two people, they basically, the school like gave us a bone, and they let the last two people basically have a showdown on this like green field that's like right across our campus that they own. They have kids that play on it and shit for PE and whatever. But they had a final like showdown there, and all the seniors and other kids that just wanted to watch circled them as they basically had a like fucking standoff where they basically tried to dodge Nerf darts at each other. One kid won and got all the fucking money. It was beautiful. That's one tradition. There's other shit too. That big thing. One of the more funny ones was fucking each year seniors try to throw an unofficial pep rally in the bathroom. You're not supposed to do this. They hate this. They shut it down like every year. They shut it down. That is the typical trend. But my senior year, schedule was slightly different because of COVID. And the way it was planned was that there was homeroom. But before homeroom was a break. And that was when they were planning to do the pep rally. And people got it off. It went off. They didn't stop us. They didn't have anyone posted there, and people did it. They went in there with water bottles, like fucking had the holes punched and shit. They were spraying at everyone. Everyone's like screaming and shit, having a great time, etc. And then the disciplinarian was fucking off his rock. He was mad as shit. So he went out trying to find anyone fucking with the wet shirt. Because again, throwing water everywhere. Everyone like there had a wet shirt. Giving fucking 3 days worth of attention, 5 days worth of attention. The entire like fucking books thrown at them. And the cherry to cap it all off was when after that homeroom started, right? Everyone went to homeroom. And in the announcements, one of them was, seniors, your unofficial pep rally has been shut down, and some other bullshit, and everyone just like died fucking laughing. Because it's like, it's a bit too late for that, you know? It kind of fucked up. You can't really do anything. It's over, you know? It was so fucking funny. It was fucking phenomenal. I think about what else happened then. There's a lot of stories from there. High school in general. There's so much shit that went down there. Interestingly enough, I still remember some shit from middle school and all. Some stuff. there's a lot of vagueness in it. It's been so long, but I still remember some shit there because I still sometimes be near where I went to middle school and elementary school because I have friends that like brothers and shit that go there, and sisters, and I would just see how things change, and I'm just like, damn, shit's weird. Or teachers that used to teach there and know what you're doing. I'm like, shit. Times they do be changing. It's been so long, you know? It's a bit jarring. You used to the way things work, and just hearing how things are different and change now, it's a bit interesting. Do you remember one thing that was so stupid, right? So, in middle school and elementary school, we had recess, which, again, who wouldn't? Everyone had recess in elementary school. Elementary school, you had a playground. Typical shit. But in middle school, for some reason, though, you're not allowed to go in the playground at your recess time. No, that's not a thing. You go instead to what we call the white top, which is essentially the area where you get dropped off, you get escorted into your grade or whatever, and wait in the morning, and then where you get dropped off at, when drop-off time is, and your parents can pick you up, etc. But we go there to play, and it was fucking hard concrete under our feet, fucking asphalt and shit. So the only thing you could really do was play tag, sit on a bench talk and shit, or just I don't know, get chalk and do something, because there wasn't really much you could do. They give you balls and shit, but it was very easily to hurt yourself, because I've gotten so many scrapes and bruises and shit because I fell down and just scraped my leg and had to have a bloody fucking knee from scraping my leg on a fucking hard asphalt and shit. It's not fun. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, but that's my experience in middle school and shit. Interestingly enough, though, another thing I remember at high school was that, alright, so most high schools and shit have a homecoming, right? And everyone's goes through and shit. It's a big thing. Sophomore year for my high school, I was friends with some older guys from seniors and shit, because I don't know, I wasn't a fucking loner. I actually had a lot of friends from different grades and shit. And we had a big homecoming group. We're like, oh, we're gonna go to this one kid's house. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not that good friends with him. I didn't know him that well. But I'm like, okay, let's go to his house, whatever. Most of my friends are going to this, so who cares, you know? You ever get the culture... I shouldn't say culture shock. Do you ever get a shock when you find out that someone's, uber rich, and you're just, jaw dropped? Yeah, that was the experience I had. Because I'm like, me and my date were, kind of late and all. It was just a friend. She wasn't really going romantic or anything. It was just a platonic thing. But we went to this thing, and fucking... They were just standing outside the house, and they had this, fucking massive pillars and shit, where it's a fucking, White House monument, and I'm just sitting there jaw dropped, because you could tell this place was rich. Forgot. Hey, no PC, thank you for the follow, by the way. It's great, and I hope you have a PC eventually. But going to this place itself was fucking jarring as hell, because I just didn't know this man had that kind of money. His family had that kind of money, so just going there was whoa. I'm an NPC as well. I see. No PC with an NPC? NPCs in games were fucking... Some of those games are fucking hilarious, though. Oblivion NPCs are so fucking funny. I love seeing memes for that kind of shit. They're just hilarious as hell. Plus, with Skyrim and those kind of things, those kind of games and shit, they usually have, a fuck ton of glitches and whatever. They're hilarious as hell to look at. They have I love seeing compilations of all those glitches of just them, phasing through walls and shit. Or just dying in stupid ways. It's fucking amazing. It's chef's fucking kiss to that, man. Other games in general, though. I don't know. NPCs in general have a lot of interesting stuff. One one system, I don't know why I just remember this, but one system of games I really liked that I don't see this too often was Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, right? They had the entire Nemesis system. That shit, phenomenal. I love that shit. That shit was so fun. For those who don't know, essentially when you start the game, you know about the entire, like, the entire part in the game is to take out this big bad guy, right? It's fucking Sauron or whatever. I don't know Lord of the Rings more that well, but I know you're trying to take down Sauron. That's the big bad dude. And he had an entire army of dwarves. But they have a hierarchy, you know? They don't just organize. They have a fucking organization to them. So you have like a rank of officers, a rank above them that are leading their charge, and like five big guys that are in charge of the army, like war chiefs and all. And each one of them has a name. And you can like seek these guys out and take them out. And then eventually like people will take your place. You have infinite life. Like you're canonically like immortal. So every time you like die or whatever, the person that kills you usually like gets a promotion. Even if it's a random fucking dude, they'd be like get put on the board as a promotion and become a big dude. And they remember you and they taunt you and shit every time you get killed by them. It is an interesting thing. And every time sometimes when you kill a guy, they just come back for like life and shit, and they kill you, and they like make a note about, hey, you killed me, but I'm still alive. That kind of shit. And it's the most interesting shit. It is so fun. You don't see that kind of mechanic in a lot of games, but it was so interesting. It was so much fun. Just like hunting down these guys and just executing them. And later on in the game, spoilers, you just fucking convert them. Hey, Drop Shotter, how are you doing on this fine day? I'm talking about like one of the games I played in the past called Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor. Basically, how much I love them, how one of the systems in that game worked, the Nemesis system. There's a lot of game mechanics and certain things that I really liked from all kinds of games. I don't even know what got me to think about it, but I just thought about it and was like, holy fuck, that system was awesome. Another kind of game that I really don't see a lot of that did things kind of interestingly well was Assassin's Creed 4 with the entire ship combat. You don't see like pirate ship combat like ever, but they did it, and it was so much fucking fun. Just going around on a ship and just taking out these bitches like left and right. It was so much fun. As a kid, I played so many hours in that game. So much fun. I don't see that in games a lot. Like those kind of like very unique kind of games. I love that game. Black Flag was so much fun. Love that game. I'm trying to think about any other game I think that have like a really unique kind of experience. So a lot of games have like a little small things and stuff that make it different from each game or whatever. Again, everyone wants to be unique. But dude, there's some kind of games that just like you don't see that kind of thing at all, you know? Because I love games that like can be really innovative and just do something well, even if they're not like intensely innovative, but just like bring back a system or something that you don't see too often. Like hell, I've been playing Splatoon a lot lately. What kind of game is like Splatoon where you shoot ink out everywhere, use motion controls to aim, that kind of thing? You don't see that. It doesn't exist. It was a completely new concept. It worked out because it's a fucking series and all. It's very interesting. Granted, you know, it's not inhibited for everyone. Motion controls, those are something. I can't aim worth shit in motion controls, but then again, I can't aim worth shit anyway, so who cares, you know? I do remember one thing that's interesting, okay? So, I watched a video of someone recently about, like, RE4. Nothing spoilery, but it's like a did you know video of, like, shit around, like, the original. So, not really spoiling anything. But, apparently, someone made an entire game based off the inventory management system of RE4. Like, it's an entirely separate game. Entirely separate game, not made by Capcom at all. It was the dude who was just a fan of it. He made an entire game based on just organizing stuff in like a puzzle format, organizing stuff in like a limited grid system. And that's such an interesting thing. Like, I don't know, it's an interesting thing, and it apparently was received excessively well. Like, it was a really well made thing. But I don't know. That kind of thing is interesting. Like, you always have games that make a lot of fan games. Like, one of the more popular games that have like so many fan games of Pokemon. But then Nintendo takes them out all because they're a bunch of prudes. They never really last that long. God, I haven't played a Pokemon game in so long. The last Pokemon game I only played like 1 to completion. And the last one I played, actually no, I beat in 2. I actually beat in 3. But the last one I played to completion was fucking Omega Ruby, I think, because my sister had Alpha Sapphire. She's like, oh, you should get it, I'm like, okay, whatever. That's not my intro. You should know that's not my intro. But yeah, I'm talking about Pokemon now because I just thought of Pokemon. But why are you looking at me? I'm disgusting. I'm revolting physically. But one of the last Pokemon game I played was Omega Ruby, and that was fucking Vtu. I stupidly bought Sword and Shield because I thought, hey, Switch, whatever, remember. I like the sneaking around and open world stuff. Yeah, I never beat that game because I got bored. I'm not gonna probably play another one in like any kind of recent future at all. But as a kid, what's up with your mic today? Is there something wrong with my mic? I didn't check it before stream, but I don't. Is something wrong? It sounds much lower than normal. I didn't change anything from last time I used my mic and stuff. I never beat Scarlet Violet. My gain's at max. You sound a bit distant. Let me just get closer. Here, I'm a bit closer now, but, that's better. Yeah, I didn't think I was that far. I sit differently all the time, so it's a bit hard to tell sometimes. And I don't, like, excessively watch my shit, so, you know how it is. What was I talking about? Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon. I bought like Sword and Shield, never beat it. I never beat Scarlet Violet. Yeah. You don't watch your shit. I see. Shut the fuck up. I never considered getting Scarlet Violet because, yeah, never beat fucking Sword and Shield, so I was not interested. I'm proud of you. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I see a lot of interesting stuff every once in a while. I was somewhat interested in the Arceus game because it's at least somewhat unique. Where it's like, oh, you're sneaking around, everything's like sneaky and stuff. It's a more open world. And that was interesting, but I ended up not getting it. Because there's always so many games I'm like, oh, this seems really interesting, this is really interesting. But then I never really get it. There is one game that I'm actually looking forward to that I've seen since I was like a child, but that never came out. And that's the second Dead Island. I played the first one way back when I was a kid on my Xbox 360. I've played it. I played it an embarrassingly long time. I don't know why. The game had a lot of issues. But I played it a lot. But the sequel was always in development hell, But it's out of development hell and it has a release date. But I forget when it's actually releasing. I'm checking Steam to see if it's... Oh, it doesn't have a fucking Steam page. That's lame. I kind of fell out of Pokemon after Black and White too, but I still buy the new games to try them. Yeah. Black and White was fun. Is it coming out this year? I'm pretty positive it's coming out this year. I'm looking up the release date right now because I don't remember. Okay, assuming it's not been delayed, the first thing that popped up was April 21st. So what's coming out this month? Shit. Yeah, okay, 4 days ago. Yeah, it's coming out this month. I didn't even realize. Fuck. So, we might be seeing Dead Island 2 streams when I come back from my trip and it comes out. So I go on my trip. Wait, I go on my trip next week. Oh yeah, we're gonna be playing that once that comes out. I'm gonna go into depth for this because I've been waiting for that game forever. Damn. Yeah. I can't say. I'm hoping it's gonna be good because that thing's been made. But I've seen no publicity. That doesn't bode well. I haven't been seeing. I haven't looked that hard for it, but I think there's some stuff probably. And again, this is assuming my shit isn't wrong. I thought it was delayed originally. And if it's bad, then I guess it's out, you know? Let me double check it myself again. I saw one that said 4 days ago. Interesting. How will you know your shit is right if you don't watch it? Shut up. Shut up. They do have previews up from some games. Yeah, they have like some gameplay reveal trailer shit like that. IGN had a fucking final preview thing for 2 weeks ago, but I'm not gonna look at that right now. That's not important. Oh god, though. I'm still impressed that thing got somehow crawled out of development hell. You don't see that too often. Most of the time, that kind of stuff just never comes out. It just stays dead. But hey, works out, you know? I'm trying to think like what other kind of games I'm looking forward to in the future. I haven't like E3's didn't happen this year so far, so I think it's like, isn't it starting soon or some shit? I don't know. There's some games that like don't have release dates at all that I'm like kind of interested in, but like no release dates, so why fucking care? You know, there's no point looking that far. E3's canceled this year? What? They're not even like doing like an online only thing? That's so fucking cringe. Is it because of fucking like fucking COVID shit? That's so lame. All the big vendors pulled out. So what, like Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo? Like I don't know if Nintendo does their own shit. They always have the fucking directs or whatever. They don't care that much. But both Sony and Xbox? And like nothing else, not like Square Enix, well, I can't say Bethesda because that's also Xbox now. That's so weird. Maybe I have to like keep track of those now, because maybe I should do a watch along to see those kind of stuff when it comes out. That'll be interesting. I've never been one to watch those kind of stuff live. I usually just check Twitter and whatever when those things go off and just like be like, ooh, what's going on? All the other usual suspects don't have anything to show at E3. Yeah. You know, I'm kind of thinking we're gonna know, like, a lot of those companies recently have been like snatched by like by Microsoft, so they owned by Xbox. So I'm like, I'm trying to think of game companies that aren't owned by like the big three, which is like Square Enix. Like that's like the only one I can think of at the moment. It's like a big company. There are other ones, obviously, but I just can't think of anything. Shit, what's a big company that makes games and shit? I can't remember now. Fuck. Isn't Square Enix there? Square Enix isn't owned by Sony. I don't think it is. No. Square Enix isn't owned by Sony. Unless they fucking cap that shit. No, yeah, they're not owned by Sony. They're a completely different beast. Oh, EA. I forgot EA is a thing. And Capcom. I'm actually stupid. Because I just looked at like similar things, like, oh, Capcom, Sony, and Ubisoft. Fuck, I always forget. I'm dumb. There's a lot of companies out there. I just forgot them all. At the end of the day, I don't play too many things from some games. Like I haven't played a Ubisoft game in so long. I think. And again, this Ubisoft actually made Assassin's Creed, but I haven't played Assassin's Creed in 20 million years. I used to play a lot more. Like, I don't even remember the last one I played. The last Ubisoft game I played, I think, was like the first Watch Dogs. There's a new AC out soon, isn't there? Probably. I haven't kept up with Assassin's Creed in so long. The last one I played, I didn't want it, but I played Unity. I didn't want to get it because I knew it was dog shit, but my parents bought it for me, so I'm like, okay, I have to play it. It's set in Persia. Interesting setting. It's probably gonna be more aligned with the new style they went for, and I'm not really that much of a fan. I like the old style a lot more. The old style was really, really fun. So, gone with the wind to that one. Adios. Oh, one game I actually remember, series that I remember that's actually getting new games and shit. Silent Hill. I'm actually interested because they're doing the Silent Hill 2 remake. I never played it. I know roughly kind of shit, some shit that happens, like the ending and all, but I don't know anything about the middle part. But I'm very interested in it. I could technically, like, I can legally emulate it. Because, like, you know, emulation's the gray zone for a lot of things and shit like that. But my sister owns a copy of it, right? And I'm not going to stream it off a fucking PlayStation 2, that's stupid. But I can dump it, that's legal. That's legal, you know? I own it. My sister owns it, I can just yoink it, and it's legal. Have you ever seen clips? I never, and roughly beat the plot years ago. Yeah. I just know about, like, the big thing at the end. It's like, oh, besides multiple endings. But hey, I'm just saying, you know, if they don't have the dog ending in that game, it's a trash game. I don't know about you to leak. It's legal. It's legal. If I dump my own game into it, it's legal. I'm not getting it from an outside source. I'm getting it from someone that owns a legal copy of the game. It's fine. It's fine. So you say, my sister owns a copy. I've seen her play it on a PlayStation 2. I don't matter, but if I'm back home and I want to annoy her, I can basically say, hey, can I can basically invade her house and just, like, steal a photo of it and be like, hey, look, it's a thing. But I'm not going to do that, because it's way too much effort. I'm lazy. We'll let the courts decide on that. I'll let the courts decide and leave grabbing your fucking dick off, alright? Shut up. Dick. Oh, yeah, Dunce, you missed it earlier, speaking of dick. I was having an entire talk about, like, last night I was with friends and I had an entire tangent on testicular torsion. It just randomly came up. I don't know why. I just thought of it because of a meme. Yeah, no, okay. It's a meme, right? Testicular torsion is a meme. And so it just kept escalating, right? I actually genuinely looked at the Wikipedia page for it. Just for no random reason whatsoever. Because I was just... It was just going off. Yeah, it's a real condition, I know that, but it's a meme, alright? I've seen a lot of memes about it. That is not a meme. I don't know, man. I've seen one particular meme about Darth Vader using the Force to cause testicular torsion. Alright? Like, I don't like it. I hate thinking about it, because it's like, it could happen to me. I don't like thinking about it. What? Okay. I have this photo somewhere. I'm gonna post it in my server, which, by the way, if you are not a part of, you should join, because it is cool and it's amazing, and I have myself there, and that alone means a lot. I honestly. Yeah, let me try to not be dumb and grab the photo. I'm leaving the server right now. No, you're trapped. You can't leave. You cannot leave. It's illegal. It is illegal to leave. Oh god, I'm scrolling so far up. But there was a lot of shit. I'm still trying to think of other games and shit that I'm interested in the future, and I found the meme. So everyone's gonna witness the glory that is in the server that is testicular torsion. I did not consider testicular torsion memes. Too bad. Here, I'm gonna fucking at you on there too, because I know you're fucking here. Deal with it. Yeah, fucking ping, bitch. I'm a good friend. I'm a good person. I swear. I'm a good. I treat my chat well. I swear. Why is your cert called testicular torsion? It's not. You made me check. I don't know why. You made me check. I'm the only one that has the power to do that, but you made me check anyway, so congrats on that. Stupid. Wait, shut the fuck up. Don't call me that. You know my name, and it's not that. I'm still like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at the Steam page right now for like, for games and shit that are coming out in the future, because I'm curious about certain shit. Because there are games out there that I don't remember off the like, bat, you know? And you know, I shouldn't be looking at the new and trending thing, because it's usually just porn. I mean, good for them, but like I don't care for that. So you know, it's not my thing. I don't know why they do that. So listen, it's not me, all right? It's them. It's entirely them. I'm just gonna look up games coming out in 2023 because I am curious. There's always a lot of shit, right? There was a new Legend of Zelda. I forgot about that. It is $70. It's so much money. It is an excessive amount of money, though. I don't even want to think about that. The excessive amount of money it is. I want to play it, but like, god damn. Yeah, I'm looking at April games coming out because I'm curious about shit. It's mostly just it's listing all games, right? But a lot of it's stuff I don't care about. Like, yes, EA Sports PGA Tour 2023. Very, 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 very necessary. No, I'm not gonna play that game. I'm just gonna look at games real quick for everything that, anything that's interesting to me. There was always some interesting stuff. Like, yeah, I mentioned earlier Dead Island 2 is coming out this month. Oh, the Legend of Zelda game's coming out in May. That's good, at least. That means I have time to not suffer. I'm just going a quick run through, because there's always a lot of games. I haven't done too much looking at for the new Legend of Zelda game. Again, I want to play it, because I played Breath of the Wild, and Breath of the Wild was a lot of fun. I wish the new one wasn't fucking $7, but I'll probably still buy it, because I still want to play it, because it seems like a lot of fun. Assuming they pull it off right, you know? They don't have a lot of other interesting games, it seems like. Unless it's like under the to be announced thing, which there's like a more billion of. And that's a lot of games that I don't know. Oh well, ain't that some shit? It's a lot of it's ports. You know how games are with ports. If they come out on one console, they come out of every single console in goddamn existence. Ugh. I thought there would be more stuff I was interested in. The Wolf Among Us 2 is slated to come out this year. I haven't seen that game in so fucking long, though. That's around the time with, when Telltale was a big name in the business and all. But we all know what happened to them. They fucking died. And I don't know if they would even be interested in it. I'll probably have to do like a rewatch of the first game, because I haven't touched that shit in so long. I never even played. I actually technically never played it. I just watched YouTubers play it because I was fucking lazy. That game series itself was, again, very story based, but it was interesting. Oh, Wolf Among Us. It's like the Walking Dead Telltale game. Very, very, very similar, because it's made by the same guys. That kind of story based kind of game. Oh yeah, because the second one, the sequel is coming out this year. Don't know when it's coming out. They don't have an announcement, but according to the website that I was looking at, it comes out this year. Probably around January. Not January. January already happened. I'm assuming. Probably around December. It's probably gonna be like late. And probably might be delayed because fuck if I know anything about this game. Wait first. What? It's true. You know, if it doesn't have a slated announcement, it's probably not going to have many things. And, again, we don't have all those big companies doing their announcements and whatever, so Lord knows any hidden surprises they have coming out. Or announcements and everything. Because that'll be something. That was a loud stuff. I have, like, no water in this thing. It's kind of depressing. There was one game I heard recently, I was seeing people talking about recently, that was kind of shit. And it's gonna be confusing when I mention this, but it is The Last of Us. And you might be wondering, why am I mentioning that? The first game is critically a game, and I am talking about the first game. Well, you see, the first one got remade from a free use remake, how to get everything. But it had a PC port. And I watched a video yesterday, and apparently that PC port is complete and utter dog shit. Like, unless you're running the top-of-the-line hardware, it is unplayable, essentially. That is a game I heard that dropped the ball, which is interesting because like the first one is the second one is divisive. You know, I'm not getting to the nitty gritty of that stuff, but it's divisive. That is something I can say that is truthful. But first one's beloved. How the fuck do you fuck up the port for that? That's like the only. It will literally print money if you just port it right. Just don't be dumb. I got it bundled with my new GPU, but I haven't checked it out yet. Yeah, okay. What do you have though? Because even like the series kind of like NVIDIA stuff has a lot of issues with it. Like you need top of the line stuff to like run this thing. They did a shitty job apparently. RX 6030. Damn. Like I don't. This is not my personal experience, so I don't really know. You might still be fine, and they're probably going to patch it eventually. But it's, you know, one of those things that's like we should have just had a good fight out the gate, you know, which is a common thing I've noticed a lot lately. There's so many games, certain games, and all that like come out without shit, and it's like why didn't you just fix this shit on like before release date? You release a game in a broken state. That's becoming more and more of a thing, and it's kind of sad. It's basically between the 3060 and the 3060 Ti in terms of raw numbers. Yeah, I mean again, since it's bundled, you know, you got it basically for free. But so try it out, I guess. But I heard it's a lot of issues. They have a lot of issues. What else? What other kind of games and shit? I don't know. Again, there's a lot of stuff that's not announced and stuff. I was having a lot of headaches before with crashes yesterday and the day before. Dude, fucking, I hate crashes in games. My old computer, before this one, the one I'm currently on, I had a really shitty computer. It was awful. Today I managed to get Death Stranding working. I've actually seen a lot of gameplay of that lately, because one of my friends has been playing it to death. I've never been that interested in a walking simulator, because that's essentially the entire common me with it. It's a lot of walking. But, I don't know, it seems interesting at least. But, when I went with my old computer, could not win a single game for the life of me. That's why I wasn't a big PC gamer when I was younger. Because my computer couldn't handle shit. It was depressing. I was basically forced to play anything on console, which is why I was a big console gamer for a good chunk of my life, because I had nothing to go off of. But this baby that has my 3060 in this sucker is what is carrying me. That's why I can play all these good games now, and I'm so happy. I got it free on Epic, so I don't really care if it's too boring. Wait, it's free on Epic? Maybe we're doing Death Stranding streams too, so I don't get broke. I should be looking more for that. I know it's Epic Games, and I'm so fuck. It's ages ago. Damn it! I'm always about fucking. Listen, I'm an opportunist, right? I'm broke as shit. If I see a game that's free, I'm gonna take opportunity on it. Oopsie doopsie. Get fucked. Fuck you. I'll steal my friend's Steam account and then play Death Stranding if I really want to. That would be the strat. I'm mostly using it to test my GPU. That's understandable, honestly. If you have something that's in between my 3060 Ti and 3060 standard, I'm running a 3060 on the laptop, which is apparently a different breed, so it's like slightly worse than typical 3060. And I haven't started like my Resident Evil 4 remake and shit, so which again just came out. So you should be able to run like a lot of stuff, unless it's like a bitch and only like force you to use top of the line graphic stuff. Cough cough. Again, Last of Us. It should be able to run basically anything, but I'm not a computer expert in the slightest. I wish I was. I hear people talking about building computers and everything, and I just get, like, all that thrown over my head because I don't know shit. I got the basics of some stuff down, like graphics card, which is whatever, mostly understandably decent, what's not good. That's the basics. Yeah, the laptop versions will be downclocked to prevent overheating. Yeah. Again, I'm okay with that. Again, this thing is so perfectly fine. It runs a lot of stuff that works well. It's okay, you just need to look cute and get back. Shut the fuck up. I'll throw you overboard. Taking it overboard. Interesting enough, I've never been on a cruise. I know it's bad. I would want to go on a cruise one day, but I know it's like awful. You shouldn't support it, technically speaking. But I don't want to. I'd rather do anything else though. But you know, if someone like gives me tickets, I'm not gonna say no. I never understood why you would want to go on a cruise. Well, I don't know. It just seems. I guess it's the novelty, you know. The being on an ocean. It's like being on a resort, essentially, but it's on the water. That's the only thing that seems like. Like again, it's not that much of a thing that I'm like, oh, I have to like, it's my dream or anything. But it's like, I don't know. It seems kind of neat. But again, I know there's a lot of shitty business practices that go alongside it. So I don't want to support it either. But my family is already supporting it. They're going on like a fuck ton of cruises themselves. So I guess I can't help it. I've never been on one though. They've gone on their own shit. It's like my oldest sister, and my parents and all. Not me. I'm innocent. I guess Sea Journey's too much. I guess I associate Sea Journey's too much with getting seasick and cheap ferries. I've never gotten seasick. I've been on a few boat rides before. Some like big boats. Like I've been on a I forget what it's called. It's one of those roller boats. I think it's a steamboat. Those were interesting. Do you get car sick? When I started, I was what is this Kiji cord called? You can just join. I have a Discord link. Fucking, if I can hit it. Founder. Just invite there. Do you get car sick? No. I get sick on phone. You can still click the link, I'm pretty sure. Or just put on phone at the moment. Okay. It's actually called Cecilia Torsion. That's not the name. But I never got car sick. There is a specific case where I will get car sick, though. I said specific, says specific. I'm mentally deficient. I'm going to kitchen yourself. No, don't listen to him. But when I was a kid, and I went out to Boy Scout a lot. I used to go at summer camp, and we would be in the forest. Don't ask me, ask Kichi. That's not a thing. It's not the name. But when I was doing Boy Scouts, I would go to summer camp in this foresty area for an entire week and all. It was a lot of fresh air. Bro, I kept it. Shut up. You have nowhere to hide. Shut up. Link the clip. No balls. I would go out for an entire week in the woods and all, but I think it was because of the fresh air. Because on the ride back... What? I didn't say this. What the fuck is this? On the ride back, I would just fucking feel sick. But I think again, it's because of the fresh air. That's the only case where I ever get car sick. I don't get motion sickness. I don't get seasick. I've been on boats before. Again, big boats, and I've been on a family friend's speedboat, which was fast as fuck. You see, it's a comma. There's a comma in there. That's not the name. Hey, bitch. Hey, Toter. How are you doing? How are you on this lovely day? And why did you introduce yourself in this channel as such? That's so mean. I did nothing to you to deserve this. Toaster, have you joined the Testicular Torsion? That's not the name of my server. My server is not the Testicular Torsion. What the fuck was that voice? I'm trying to swoon you, alright? You're my love interest here, okay? I'm in love. I want to be in your slots and all. Am I now? No. Gigi, why would you call your server Testicular Torsion? That's not the name! I didn't call it that! That is not the... Listen. There was a comma in that sentence, alright? It is one of those things where you put a comma, like a set of commas in between. It is not the name. If you join the server, the name is not that, and it will not be that, alright? It's not. It's fine. There was an image there that is that though, but that's beside the point. All right, don't ask. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. It's fine. What else? Is there someone you have to fight if you want to hit on me? Damn. All right, give me names. I'll bring a baseball bat. Meet them IRL, fight them, and win. It's fine, you know, guys are hitting each other all the time for memes. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Listen. It's a meme, right? It's all platonic, right? I don't think she would want me. I see. Okay, I see. Understandable. But tell her I'm gonna win, though. Tell him I'm on her case. She's gonna have to fight me and win. Let her know. I love doing this shit to my IRL friends, though. Like, we say a lot of that kind of shit to each other. One of my best friends, right, in high school, every time we did PE, we'd be like playing like fucking flag football or some shit. And we'd be on opposite teams, and we'd be like making the most sexual comments to each other, like, "Oh man, I want to kiss you on your hot mouth," or some shit like that. We would be that kind of like friends and shit. Again, completely platonic. Both of us are straight, but we would say that kind of shit to each other. Huh? Listen. If you don't say that shit to each other as with like your best of friends, Waffles has been gay all along. Why are you stuttering then? I'm not stuttering. All right, shut up. Less space. Sorry. Look, I'm not actually gay. All right. We're both straight. Like, but you gotta hype up your confidence of your bros. You know. You gotta let them know. You know, if you're thinking you're looking sexy as hell, you gotta know. I've always known you were gay. It's fine. Shut the fuck up, Grimber. I'm gonna throw you off a fucking cliff. If I ever meet you in person and we're on top of a cliff, you're getting pushed off. That is the case. I am the person that is both toxic as fuck, and I'm also the most audacious of some of my friends. It sounds awful, but no. I would say shit. I could try to get experts of some of the shit we say, but if I said to my friends about that, that'll be for another day. God, I remember saying dumb shit like, like after I remember one phone call we had, we just like went smooch at the end, like not like a fucking kissing sound, right? We just went smooch. Just say the word. No, insecure. There's nothing gay about being gay. We're not. It's just platonically fucking around with each other. That's the thing, alright? Shut the fuck up. I am 100% straight, alright? I'm sorry to tell you this. I like women. Only women. Men do not intrigue me that way. With exact information on one YouTube, why aren't you gay? Platonically fucking no, not like that. Toto, why are you staring at me? Don't look at me like that. You're making me. You're sharing me. I don't like that face. That is a face. That is a face of my kneecaps are about to get broken. That is a face of judgment. I am nervous. You don't understand the kind of power that face has. That's why I'm nervous. You can use one emote can convey an entire emotion. Tonically fucking stop. Fuck you. Fuck you, dunce. Okay, Toto, that emote just conveys the face of what the fuck are you doing? This is my emote. That's an emote of Grimber thinking because he can think. Because he has no brain. And he's just like, what the hell? The staring emote is just, what the fuck are you doing? That is my emote. Stop staring at me. Stop it. Stop it. This is not a Mexican standoff. We don't stare at each other with fucking guns at a belt about to fucking fire off. No, you want to fuck guns? No. This is smug. No. That's not smug. Oh wait, no, that's smug. The fucking wait. What are you? That's a thinking emote. That's a thinking emote. Okay, I can kind of see how it's smug. That can also be smug. But that's a thinking emote. Like straight up. That's labeled as a think emote. You want to fuck done stuff? No. Dunce is ugly. I don't want to fucking smug. Fuck it. That's a straight up slump emote, right? Oh, speaking of emotes though, I did rearrange some of them. So now, tier 1's get heart now. That's basically all it is. I swapped like I think the Wii's and the hearts, and now everyone can throw out hearts and shit. You're welcome. Mainly for raid messages, that's why I did it, because it felt bad. Thinking about your lying, I would never lie. I am the most honest person in existence. I would never lie. Now I can't point a gun at you. Okay, it was the gun, sorry. You know, I figure you can show your disgust in another way, so just use that. It was gonna be that or that one, because I felt like those are kind of interchangeable in most cases. If I ever get follower emotes, I'll just throw them all there, or like try to throw some of them there, but I currently don't. But I want to put them there somewhere. It's like the cat. The cat currently is a 1k bit emote, because that's the only thing I can do. You literally lied about being gay 2 minutes ago. I'm not gay though. That's honest. The smug bull is still tier 3 though, because I want to be a bitch and be the only one with it, because I'm awful. Ugh. I would love to get more emotes someday for like Discord or whatever, but that costs money, and I don't have money. I kind of need something. I've talked about this to friends and shit, but I may have mentioned this on stream before. But over the summer, I do plan on getting a job. I technically kind of have it set up. Okay, you can have my money now. Thank you, Toter. I'm so grateful for your 1 bit. I'm planning. I kind of have a job lined up technically. Because I've technically applied to it way back when, and I just didn't accept it. Because they basically said, oh, you're hired, but I like had an opportunity for more money, so I was like, I'm gonna go there. And I basically get even the shaft, but they'll take me back. Gotcha, fam. Thank you for the 1 big ripper. I appreciate you. Aren't you the most nicest person in existence? But I'm basically gonna go back there and work at a dinner shop with some IRL friends that currently work there. There's like another dude that I knew that started working there earlier. So there will be 2 guys I know there, and that just makes the experience more joyful. Honestly, working with friends is better than working with no friends. Good show, but I promise pegging. There was never any pegging that was promised. You're just fucking delusional. I'm sorry. But yeah, fucking. I'm happy to be going back there when it comes time. I'm gonna be paid less than I was at the older job I had, but again, working with friends is way more enjoyable than working with people I don't care about. One of them was my friend since like elementary school, so it's been like great. Duns, you have to buy the DVD for Peggy's TV. You should cut them. Shut the fuck up. What are you guys on? What are you snorting? What the fuck? I don't understand what the hell is happening here. You can't just conjure up this fake narrative you guys are doing. Thanks, Script. There's no DVD. I'm not getting paid anything if there's a DVD or something. I want money. I want to make profit off that shit. I'm broke. I'm desperate. Damn, you did that for free? No! I didn't do anything. Just nothing going in my asshole. Except poop. Well, it's not going in, it's more coming out, but you know, it's there. It's different. God. Either you stupid or you no, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm nothing. Waffles, don't question what I say. Don't question it. Don't question it, alright? I'm just saying, don't question it. It's fine. But yeah. I'm excited to eventually work there. Again, it's also a donut stop, which I do know one thing about it is that like every night they make new donuts, so I get to have free donuts. I'm gonna get fat on donut. I really like donuts. I should actually visit them if I have time this weekend. Shit. Oh, not this weekend, more of Friday and Thursday, because that's the only time I'm gonna be home. Chubby Waffle, I'm not gonna get fat. I have a metabolism. I bet you get sick of them real quick. Probably. I am one of those people though. I know this isn't the most common thing. Well, it's kind of common, but I love jelly-filled donuts. That is my favorite kind of donut. I like that shit. So when Brock had that meme, infamous meme of where he's like, jelly filled donuts are my favorite. Nothing but the jelly filled donut. I related to him on a personal and spiritual level. You see, I was actually Brock. There. I loved jelly filled donuts that much. I would get them all the time. Actually, that did remind me of a story, right? When I was a kid, right, I would go to my grandparents' church all the time because fucking grandparents, big thing. My grandfather was actually a pastor, so we would go to church like every Sunday and everything, and they would have donuts there. And I remember fucking, I would go. I was a child, alright, so please excuse me. But in the middle of mass, I would get bored, and so I would just like leave and just eat donuts and drink like juice or whatever they had there. You remember fucking... No. I would be at church and just leave in the middle of the mass and everything and just eat donuts. Keep in mind, I was a genuine child. I was like fucking like 6-year-old and that shit. Just eating their food, because again, they had donuts for everyone. And then taking drinks out the fridge, which... You're only supposed to do that if you like put money in like the donation thing, but my grandparents do that, so it's okay. Actually, like, I was 6, okay? They encourage kids to not pay attention during that thing, right? Like, pay attention, right? They had like they had like coloring sheets at the back during the mass, and every kid would go grab them and start coloring in the middle. Right? That wasn't just me. They did it to distract the kids. They didn't start like crying or some shit and get bored in the middle. Like, they're kind of based for that, honestly. Like, they understand how parents work. They're all like old people. And like parents and shit. Also, speaking of that, actually, we went to I think it was like a few weeks ago. My parents and all went to that church on a Friday for a fish fry to get fish. It was a drive-thru. Oh my god, that fish was good. It was trout apparently, and it was actually good. They fried trout and it was really, really good. Because again, it's a bunch of like old people cooking food. You know, when you have basically a group of grandmas making you food, it hits. Grandmas know how to cook their shit, and it tasted amazing. I loved it. Except the green beans. I didn't get green beans. I got the corn. The corn was alright, but the fish was really good. I got a homemade cupcake. It was amazing. Glorious, even. I shoved that shit in my mouth whole. I was hanging out with a bunch of older women. I see how no. Again, it was a drive-thru. I wasn't even there. I was at my home with my parents, just eating food. But we did go there in person like every other year prior to like COVID and everything. And it would just be me and my family. My grandparents would stop by too when they were still around and all. It was great. I loved. It was basically an excuse to hang out with them, and it was great. I haven't been there in so long. The place has changed so much over the years. I remember watching the movie Ringo the first time at that church, because they had an entire event where everyone in the parking lot would just watch they had like an inflatable movie thing, and they had a projector and they just played Ringo. And I remember as a kid just not getting the entire point of that movie, and I didn't like it. And years later watched it and I was like, oh, it makes sense now, and I actually liked it. So many cases of that happening as a kid, where I just don't understand a movie and then later on getting it. Very funny thing. But with that, though, I think now is a good point to end it. I had a lot of good talks today. It was a lot of fun. It was very, very fun. But it is getting kind of late, and I still want to do some other stuff tonight, so I think now is a good spot to end it. Let me see if I could find someone to raid. I finished my my schedule early, so you will see next week's schedule on the end card. It's only gonna be 3 streams. RE4, I'm finishing it this week, and more Splatoon because I've been having fun. The Sticky Distortion, Platonic Friendship, Chubby Waffles, and Overwomen. It worked right today. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Here, let's go with this person that I never rated before, but I saw them once. They're playing RE4, so hey, good point, ain't it? But again, thanks you all for watching, and I will see you, you'll see when I see you. Bye!